Hi, my name is Ben Case, and I'm doing my second video discussion on God is Not Great, How Religion Poisons Everything by Christopher Hitchens. I want to start off with a challenge on page 65, where it says, "It is true that scientists have sometimes been religious, or at any rate superstitious. Sir Isaac Newton, for example, was a spiritualist and alchemist of a particularly laughable kind. Fred Hoyle was an ex-agnostic who became infatuated with the idea of design, was the Cambridge astronomer who coined the term Big Bang." So I want to challenge this because Hitchens is somewhat contradicting himself in what he said earlier in the book about atheists and people of faith when he said, "An atheist stands for reason and evidence and free thinking, whereas the person of faith believes in tradition and holy places, holds to a belief despite the evidence, and in many cases represses sexual desires." So these atheists are using the claims of the scientists and using that as a reason to not have faith, when here he's also saying that the scientists don't even back what they're saying because they still have faith, because they hold a belief despite the evidence that they're providing. The next device I want to use is exploration on page 84, where it says, "The real miracle is that we, who share the genes with the original bacteria that began life on the planet here, evolved as much as we have." So, first off, I wanted to explore what a miracle is. And Wikipedia states that it is a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be the work of a divine agency. God, basically. And that's interesting that Hitchens, an atheist, would even use something like a miracle, because it is essentially referring to an act of God which he doesn't believe in. The last device I want to use is relational on page 59, where it says, in a public debate on the eve of the Pakistani nuclear test, the former chief of Pakistan Army General Mirza Aslam Beg said, "We can make a first strike and a second and even a third." The prospect of a nuclear war left him unmoved. "You can die crossing the street," he said, "or you can die in a nuclear war. You've got to die someday anyways." That's kind of an interesting way of looking at it, although it is true. But I can definitely relate to this because I've heard it my whole life. I mean, people, I'm sure everyone has. But I do think it can be sometimes beneficial for helping someone get over a fear. And the statement is definitely true, because you never know when or how you're going to die. So you might as well just live your life the way you want to live it. And that's all I have for right now.